We jest a lot about Candace, but sometimes we got to be dead serious. And this is one we got to be serious about. And no, the photo you're seeing is not AI. We have verified it. We have checked across 15 different government sources, and they all tell us, yes, that's Candy. The one thing we can't verify who the lady is. Our assumption is that she might be the one French national that she's getting her leaks from. At minimum, this is who she feels for her information. No pun intended. Now, we're going to discuss something. For you people who are Candyites and who follow Candy to the nth degree and want to go with her to the end of the world and say that Christ is king, I'd like to know where Christ was during this picture. We're not quite sure where he was because if he were there, he probably wouldn't agree with the touching of the bouquet by Candace Owens' hand and making the type of faces that she makes. Now, remember, she's all about trying to get people to do the good and do the truth and do the rights and all that good stuff. I wonder where that went to when she was taking this picture. And I want to know what kind of excuses you're going to give. Oh, that's just girls being girls. Y'all just don't understand when you're a female. Look, I don't care how you phrase it. I want to know, and please answer the question. Don't deflect nothing. All that. I just want to know: is it okay for a Christ is King girl to be touching another female who is wet coming out of water in regular clothes on her bouquet while making said faces for both of them? I know y'all know how to make spin. I can't wait to see the spin on this one. And look, when I tell you I can't wait, I cannot wait. And I have a suspicion. This is just my thought. I think the Candyites might be running from this one. Why? It doesn't look good on you. Remember how y'all talk about how it doesn't look good? I don't know. There's a vibe. I just in my gut, I don't feel like this is right for her to be doing, especially saying that Christ is king. I don't feel like this is appropriate. It just feels weird. It just feels like they've been doing this for a while. It feels like there's something else going on. The question is more morally, what's going on? Is Candace having some sort of a relationship with this woman? I mean, let me put it to you this way. If my wife, okay, is taking a picture with another female and I'm in a public location or private, either way, taking a picture with a female, and I see her slightly angle the woman forward and place her hand upon the woman's rear. I'm going to say right now that that might be a bone of contention to where we might have a serious argument and it could result in something very, very bad. Up to and including to finding out why the hell you putting your hand on another woman's behind. And secondarily, you looking for a divorce? That'd be a way to get it. That just putting that out to you. That's so. My question: where George at? Where is George? Considering that this whole family is Christ the King. Hey, y'all the ones that said. I'm just asking, where is the moral compass for this woman? Y'all say she has one. Y'all say she's the truth, the light, the queen, all of it, right? All the good stuff. She's a how did they the truther? She's a truther. So tell us the truth. Is Candace gay? Okay. Maybe say no, no, no. That's just playing. All right. Who plays gay? What it used to be, if you act and feel free to dabble in something, more than likely it's not just crossed your mind. You've done it quite a few times. My question is, why feel so comfortable on camera in the middle of the day and put the kind of face? Now, this is not an old picture. As you can see, the same type of makeup and the same hairstyle as within the last year. This seems to be recent, at least recent within a year and a half. Now, that's at least as recent as she's been saying Christ is king. That's at least as recent as her calling out people's moral failure. That's at least as recent as her saying that people need to follow God and come to God and all the God stuff. Where was God here? I don't think you want to really try and answer the question, but in case you feel froggy and you want to, please, oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear the answers for this one. I will make an assumption. The answers will range from, even though we told you it's not, y'all created that picture to make Candy look bad, or it'll go to as far as so what. We lying to I like what she doing. Look at Candy embracing her gay side. That is amazing, and that is good. That means that's how you bond both sides. That's how you bond left and right. You have to identify with the other side so they know that you care. That's what y'all gonna say. And then there gonna be ones in the middle that say, look, I don't think that's big a deal. It's just one picture. Y'all go on way less than this and make it about everything. Like, say, for instance, you see a man on a phone call and you think, oh, definitely plotting the death of somebody. That's what you think. I see this picture, just like you. I'm going to follow in your footsteps. I see this picture and I think, I wonder how long this affair has been going on. I have to wonder if Jorge knew, or everybody else in the circle knew, or if this is why she got terminated from every one of her jobs, is because she kept making passes at female staff. And maybe one of the female staff might come forward and say, hey, yeah, Candy was indeed quite frivolous with her activities and touching people in the workplace. And so we had to fire her. But we didn't want to destroy her reputation. So we just decided to not say anything, but just fire her. I wonder if that's been happening. I mean, y'all make your speculation based on one thing. I'm making my speculation down the same way, right? Fair game. Turn around, fair play, right? No? Oh, it's different when we do it. My bad. I'm just waiting for y'all to answer the question. That is simply all. We found a picture. We found it inappropriate. That's number one. We found it disconcerting, number two. And we had multiple questions. We know Candy's not going to address this. She never addresses anything that has to do with her. She genuflects and makes you think of something else and look over here. She's a distraction queen. But she was the one that said Christ is king. Oddly enough, the people she keeps around her are not the kinds of people Christ the king would keep around him. You understand what I'm saying? It just seems like she has a disingenuous look on God. To her, God is a crutch, a cudgel. She uses it as a tool to divide people and to beat people over the head when she herself, she don't even know the man. I'm just looking based on the picture. Again, I don't know Candy. I know the picture though. I know a woman's touching another woman's derriere with a sexual look on her face, and they both look like they're enjoying it. And what I've been reading from just what I've been reading, uh, Christ ain't king of that. So I just want to know. I just want to know. And if you do know who the lady in the picture is, that might be her source for everything. She might be with the French. She looks like she could be French. I don't know. She has the French look on her face. It might be like in a croissant. Look like it. I'm just asking. It might be one of the. It might be look like it's at a villa or something. They went out hanging in Mexico. I don't know where that is. It look fancy though. Look like it costs a lot of money. Wine and dine your girlfriends. Y'all can let us know what you figure out about it. But it is a real photo, not Photoshop. So let's start there. And like I said, even if it wasn't in your mind, we verified it across multiple government agencies, at minimum 600. Okay, that's the only part of the story that I'm not telling the truth about. We didn't verify jack about no government sources. We know what a real photo is, though. This is a real photo. So, Candy, if you can come to the front, answer the question. What is up with that? Candyites, I want to see you defend this nonsense. I mean, since y'all are the ones that say appearance is 90% of what you need to know. Everything just looks weird. It feels weird. Something doesn't feel right. That's how y'all gauge your emotions and your slots of truth, right? I don't feel like this is right. I get a vibe from this that something is wrong. My gut is telling me that this is morally um, incoherent with the things that she's been saying. It's just morally inept to me. Okay? I just want to know how you gauge yourself from having the truth on one end and Christ is king to this. To this. Now, if you want to know whether or not this photo is one for the ages in terms of whether it'll age well, it will. The government doesn't have to verify everything we do. Sources do, though. Locations of the photo, who's in the photo, when was the photo. We verified the photo. You're not going to find AI on it. In fact, if you feel free and you want to do it yourself, run it through Grok. Run it. In fact, if you know what, I'll be that guy. If you want to distrust our proof section, use Grok. Since y'all like Grok, you go ahead and Grok it and see whether or not this photo is real. It'll tell you whether it's AI generated. It'll tell you a whole lot of stuff. Okay? Let me know what you find. If it fits what you want, then don't come back. But if you find out that it is true, please come tell us why this was deemed okay by Candace to do. Considering the fact that she's on her platform every day in, day out, calling out the moral failures of others, to the point where she feels free to accuse people of murder. But here she is, we're doing this, and this is a far more tangible proof where we can accuse her of lesbianism. Oh, that's a bit too far. Murder is okay. Lesbianism off the table. All right. Okay. Well, y'all make your decisions. I just want to know. We just putting out the information for you to know. This is out there, and we want answers. But as far as Christ is the king, Christ ain't the king of this, and he ain't in this. I don't know which Christ you're talking about. Might be Christ with a K. But it ain't the other one. It ain't the one in the book, and it ain't the one we've been known in history. That's not this. So anyway, we bring it to your attention. You make a decision. We'll catch you all in the next one.
I stab stereotypes, the map, the math, you call it conflict, I call it context, two lenses, one text, next two flex, they clip a clip, too quick, fix the narrative, I stitch the stitch, back to the narrative, comparative, when your feed feeds a frenzy, rewind, find the friendly faces in the frenzy that they fenced away, street light testimony, shadow speaks different in bright light than in night fights, watch the white light bite, I got verbs that twist verbs, siren that reverse sirens, hear the siren say, listen, my lines are lifelines,